Let's see what type of music we can make using the Wii.
Pitched it down 2 octaves to where we got this sound. Now here's our bass.
See what type of music we can make using a basketball.
Let's import the swish sound. Let's add a gate to remove the background noise. And now the waveform looks more percussive. Let's cut off the high end for one sound. This will be our second sound. If you have a sound you want me to try and make music out of, let me know in the comments. Let's pitch down the first swish sound. Sounds like this. Our second sound is going to remain the same. Sounds like this. We're going to pitch up the second sound. Now it sounds like this. I'm totally going to save this groove because I'm thinking of doing a full song with it for the 100th episode. Let's add some reverb, and here's our brush kit. Let's see what type of music we can make using a door closing. Let's import the door. Let's crop the file, and let's export it. Let's open up our 808. We're going to set our tempo. We're going to load the door in as 2 separate sounds. We're going to crop the sample. We're going to pitch it down and shorten it so that it sounds like this. The second sample we're just going to keep as is. Let's cut off the high end. And then we're just going to make some more slight adjustments, just for taste. Add some reverb, and there you have it. Let's see what type of music we can make using Michael Jackson. Let's import the hee-hee. I can already tell that this episode is going to be a thriller. We're just going to use the second hee. It's going to sound like this. Let's tune out the vibrato. It's going to sound like this. Let's cut off some of the high end. Now let's export the file. You know, interesting fact, Michael Jackson actually owned a denim store. It was called Billie Jean's. Let's crop the file and set the root key to F. So if we take this note 3 octaves down, sounds like this. Drop in the comments how many of y'all watched the clips today. My voice is way too low to be doing that. Let's add some distortion. Let's run it through an amp. Let's add some reverb. And now we can play Michael Jackson. Let's see what type of music we can make using an alarm clock. Let's import the alarm clock sound. Cut the clip so we're left with 1 beep. We see a pitch. Let's stretch it out. Here's the sound now. Thank y'all for 1,100 followers on TikTok and 1,300 subscribers on YouTube. So now on the keyboard the alarm clock sounds like this. Let's run it through a bass amp. Let's add a reverb plugin. And here's our bass. Let's see what type of music we can make using Street Fighter. Let's import the Street Fighter sound.
You win!
We're just going to use the ooh in the you phrase. It's going to sound like this when it's tuned.
You
Stretch the audio, now it sounds like this.
win!
Let's crop the file. Let's isolate the middle frequencies. Let's export the file. Thank you guys for continuing supporting this series. This is episode 65. And drop in the comments, what was your favorite retro video game? Let's crop the file and set the root key to D. Let's play this sound 2 octaves below. Sounds like this. Let's run it through an amp so we can get a slightly brighter tone. Let's add some reverb. Now we can play Nirvana. Let's see what type of music we can make using a book. Let's import the sound of the book closing. Let's crop it. Let's EQ it to give our kick some low end. Let's import the sound of the pages. They're going to sound like this. Let's quantize the pages just so it's an even rhythm. Let's turn up our middle frequencies. Now let's export that sound. Let's crop the sample of the book closing. Pitch it down and assign it to this note. Let's pitch the pages up and assign it to this note. The pages sound kind of has that 64th note trap beat, kind of. And now our drum kit sounds like this.
Let's see the type of music we can make using Roblox.
Let's import the walking sound. Let's crop the file so we're left with one step. Let's turn up the volume and export the sound. Thank you all for the continued support in this series. This is episode 107. And as usual, if you have sound you want me to try and make music out of, let me know in the comments. Let's pitch down the sound for our kick. Here's what it sounds like. Let's pitch the sound up this time. Here's our snare. Let's add a compressor and some reverb, and here's our drum kit.
Let's see what type of instrument we can create using Legos.
I bet y'all weren't expecting a new intro. Let's import the Lego sound. Let's crop the file so we're left with this sound. This is our kick sound. This is our hi-hat. And we're going to keep the snare as is. If you have a sound you want me to try and make music out of, let me know in the comments. I actually just opened up a subscriber page on Instagram if you want to subscribe to me. Let's pitch down the kick. That beat sounds like this. Let's crop the hi-hat. Let's pitch up the hi-hat. Here's the groove so far. Let's add a compressor and some reverb, and here's our drum kit.
Let's see what type of music we can make using a hairdryer.
Okay, so there's a pitch here. And now here's our flute. Let's see the type of music we can make using a fork scratching a plate. Let's import the plate sample. Usually I would play for you guys what the original sample sounds like, but trust me, none of y'all want to hear that. For those of you who do want to hear what the sample sounds like, here it is. For those of you who don't, I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to turn your volume down or mute it. 3, 2, 1. Let's crop the sample so we can try and get one note. We can see a pitch. That means we can tune it. This is why no one likes the sound of a fork scratching a plate or nails on a chalkboard, because look at all the high frequencies here. Let's isolate the pitch, export the plate. Let's crop the file. Let's pitch it down 2 octaves so we get this sound. Let's add some reverb. And now we have a spacey synth.
Let's see what type of music we can make using door stopper.
Here's what the sound sounds like originally. As usual, if you like this series, want me to keep going, have a sound you want me to try and make music out of, let me know in the comments. I cannot believe y'all are still suggesting sounds after episode 126.